Do you dream of starting a kids crafting club or taking your existing club to the next level, but something is holding you back? What is your roadblock? What is that thing that is preventing you from moving forward? For some, it is that they are afraid to take the next step. The fear of the unknown, failure, or even the fear of success. Others have the limiting belief that they have to reinvent the wheel every step of the way and they get stuck. Perhaps it is that you think that your hubby or your partner won't approve of the idea of starting your own business, or perhaps it's a confidence roadblock. Hey there, I'm Christelle. I'm co-founder of the Creative Crafting Club, the place to be if you want to start, grow, and profit from a kids crafting club. Having a fear is a natural part of running a business and of life. I, for one, have many fears. I have a fear of failure. I have a massive fear of what people think of me. I also fear every day that my toddler is going to fall off his bicycle. The key is to not let those fears stop you from following your passion and your dreams, from living and then from spreading creativity to the world and doing the work that you were destined to do. But what happens when those fears derail you and they make you feel stuck? You can find inspiration and you can take action. The most important step is just to keep moving forward. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. In running our Kids Crafting Club and teaching others to do so, we've seen and experienced so many fears over the years, and we still do. Come along for the ride and I'll see if I can provide some helpful insight to give you a dose of inspiration. Before we dive in today, I want to give a challenge for you. Today I want you to make a list of your fears, big and small. And then I want you to do something that scares you. Have a think about it. Is there anything that you have been wanting to do lately and you've been putting it off? Or maybe it's a fear to start something, a fear of taking the first step. Maybe you've been wanting to create your Crafting Club Facebook business page and you've been too scared to hit publish. Or maybe you've been ready to host a kids crafting class and you've been thinking, I'm not ready yet. And on the inside, you were just freaking out. Or maybe you've been wanting to phone a venue to arrange a crafting workshop and just postponing it day after day after day. Or maybe it's something really small. The truth is, being scared is one of the biggest factors that holds people back, that slows you down, stopping you from making the progress that you want to make. This can be so frustrating. In the email that we send out when you download our free information pack, we ask the question, what excites or scares you most about the idea of starting your own kids crafting club? We read every single email, and there has been a recurring theme around fear and people telling us, for instance, I don't have enough business skills, or I'm not creative enough to make it work. And we've had confidence-related replies like, why would people want to come to my classes? And I am scared people won't take me seriously. And then we've also had, what if people won't join my classes? And then we've had, my husband doesn't think this can be a real business. There is so much to do. I don't know where to start. And then we've also had, I feel embarrassed to leave my real job for something that sounds like a hobby. Emails loaded with confusion, fear, and overwhelm. And I thought to address this today as it breaks my heart every single time I read this. And I know that each and every one of you are amazing and creative, and there is a place in this world for you to spread the love of creativity by running a successful kids crafting club. When I read these emails, I also smile because you say that you can't do it, but you're already doing it. You have already taken the first step. You have visited the internet, you have looked for information to help you realize your dream, and you have found a blog or a website and you have read it. And then also, most of you have probably already subscribed to our info pack on how to start a kids crafting club. And then you can grab the link, I'll post it below if you haven't. But maybe you've even answered one of our emails on what excites you or what scares you the most. You're already doing it. You're already doing the one thing that you think you can't do. You're already taking that first step. So Let's be honest, failure will happen. Failure is just a natural part of being an entrepreneur, and no one starts walking without failing first. Let me tell you one thing. Having fears and self-doubt is normal, and you are not alone. A number of unhealthy mindsets have plagued me in my business life, and it has been loaded with I've been loaded with anxiety and fear, and it has crippled me at times. So earlier in my kids crafting career, I lost a lot of sleep. The nights before kids' parties, big family crafting workshops, new school classes, demo days, I've had sleepless nights over crafts flopping, about kids freaking out, dreams of running late and not arriving on time, kids not showing up, so much more. But I know, and I'm emphasizing this because I know how you feel. The funny thing is that for a long time, I didn't even know that I had these fears and that they were holding me back. The truth is that it was only after a massive breakdown and a burnout that I made the effort to do some proper introspection. And I started writing how I felt, what I feared, and I tried to get to the bottom of it, to get to my real problem. I realized that there was a recurring theme. I was afraid to mess up and to fail, and I was scared to share my successes, my failures, and even my achievements with other people. It basically came down to that I was worried about what people thought of me. I still am. I still have that fear. So I was an architect in my previous life, and it really bothered me what people thought of me when I changed careers to starting a kids crafting club. I had friends saying to me, "Surely you can do this as a hobby on the side and still have your real job of being an architect." People did not believe in my dream, and I was shy to voice it out loud. I found myself introducing myself as an architect when one of my dad's friends asked me what I do, and that was long after not being an architect anymore. Why did I do that? I really feared that people would not take me seriously. But you know what? I have had so many friends not believing in my vision of starting a kids crafting club, and now they are stuck in 9-to-5 jobs that they are not passionate about. What's the point? That's not a life. Now I feel completely different about it. If I could stand on a mountaintop and yell out to the world, here's what I would want to say. I am a proud Kids Crafting Club owner, and I get to teach incredibly important skills to kids that will help them become our future leaders, our innovators. I get to determine my own schedule, I get to be creative, I get to make money, and I am in control. I mean, how is that for next level cool, hey? The other thing that I noticed was that I became a lot more relatable to people, and people started engaging in my story. So usually when people heard that I was an architect, the reaction was, "Ooh, fancy," and that was the end of the discussion. Now when I tell people what I do, they immediately acknowledge the importance of what I do. They ask questions, and we get into the most amazing discussions about kids' development, about craft ideas, about the importance of the skills that the kids are learning through crafting, about the future of our children. So many amazing topics. It's amazing, and it's so fulfilling. You can probably tell that I feel really passionate about this because I see firsthand how these fears are holding women just like you back from following their dreams and creating businesses that they love. If you can relate to anything that I said today, know that you are not alone. Many women in our community feel this way, and there are ways to work through these fears. Next week, I'm going to share with you my top tips on how I dealt with my fears and how you can deal with these fears and ensure that they don't hold you back from following your dreams. Before you go, let me know in the comments what scares you, big or small. Share away. You are not alone. Let's support each other. Until next time, cheers.